We're very fortunate to, and Wildomar is extremely fortunate, to have the attention of our other representatives, key representatives at other levels of government. And perhaps chief among them is our, I guess you're getting better now, is 66th Assembly District Representative Kevin Jeffries, who's here tonight. There will be, in fact, there are issues that affect Wildomar from the word go, that the city, new city, if that takes place, and the county and the state have to resolve.
I'll keep it brief because you got a lot of good speakers after me. I just want to say that it's a privilege and honor for me to come here and speak to a group of people. And I know so many of you for so long. As Bob pointed out, I moved here many years ago. I think it was around 1971. I live over in beautiful downtown Lakeland Village, so I'd say hi neighbors. You're going to have to be united. The people that you've had disputes with, cities on both ends of your community, you're going to have to lock arms with them once you become a city and fight for your region. The state simply is not in a position to hand out a lot of money to the communities. The state's already looking at an $8 billion deficit, so you know you're not going to come to the state the next couple of years and get any funding. You folks are going to have to make that work for yourself here. And so your united voice in Sacramento, your united voice in the halls of Washington, D.C., where your future city council members, your community leaders, your chamber of commerce, they have to work those halls. They have to speak on behalf of your community. And I hope that you will consider that and that you will elect the right people to do the job. It's a really tough challenge to have your voice heard up there. There are so many people up there fighting for a worthy cause. I mean, there's probably 1,000 offices in Sacramento. And then 500 cities, all the counties, all the interest groups that are up there. They're all fighting for their cause. You can't do it by email. You've got to work the hallways. You've got to talk to your legislators.
Actually, maybe the last 3 years, leading up to earlier this year, to develop recommendations for changes to our general plan for the community of Wildomar. And I guess we're still working on it. Along the major interchanges with Bundy Canyon Road, Baxter Road, and with Clinton Keith Road, most of the area was designated, or is today, for commercial land development with light industrial east of the freeway, south of Clinton Keith, and predominantly residential neighborhoods in the surrounding community area. Some of the things that the roundtable wanted to focus on identifying an area in the community where you could have a featured town center, because right now you've got several shopping centers, really small commercial areas, but there really isn't a center. We think this is exciting. Wildomar is one of the very few communities in the county that has really received this kind of intensive community level detailed addressing of their general plan. So this is important, and it's a good way for you to start off your community into the future from this point going forward.
Together the talents, resources, and education of the public and private entities to create communities where all residents have access to quality housing in neighborhoods that are attractive, functional, and safe, to support a broad spectrum of business growth and ensure companies have ongoing access to an globally competitive workforce, and to provide residents with the recreational and cultural activities that enrich their lives. It's all about making you very proud to live, work, and play in Riverside County. One of the things that our agency has is the redevelopment program for the County of Riverside. We have the 12th largest redevelopment agency in the state of California, and you have a redevelopment project area here that includes Wildomar and Lakeland Village. And so the kind of orange area on the map is the redevelopment area boundaries. And redevelopment funds can be used for a variety of activities, including but not limited to construction of public facilities such as sheriff and fire stations and infrastructure improvements. Your redevelopment area has a project area committee, and the project area committee advises the agency on the needs within the area and recommends how redevelopment funds should be prioritized. This is a group that is part of the public, it's open to the public, and it meets on the third Wednesday of the month, Mission Trails Library at 7 p.m. and we welcome anyone who's interested to please attend those meetings and make your voices heard. Another function of our redevelopment program is the graffiti abate program for the County of Riverside. This program was launched about a year ago. We've got a couple phone numbers, a toll-free number as well as a regular phone number where you can call and report graffiti. We also have a website. We have 2 graffiti buster trucks you see in the picture there, a crew of 2 on each truck, and we have another truck on order. And they basically go around painting over graffiti whenever it's reported in unincorporated areas of the county. And we have a website, an interactive website where you can report graffiti and get emailed to know when it has been removed. The Redevelopment Agency also has a facade improvement program for businesses to improve the appearance of their buildings. We provide grants of up to $100,000 to help them renovate the exterior. And the goal of the program is to make commercial businesses attractive to promote economic growth. We've done a number of these primarily in other areas of the county so far, but we've heard a very favorable response from the business owners about significant increases in their business as a result of having a more attractive, inviting business for the public. Redevelopment projects, we have several completed projects, a few underway and some that are planned. I think you all know about your parks. Marna O'Brien Park, grand opening was on August 18th, 2007. This was a Redevelopment Agency funded project, and we had about 1,000 people there for our grand opening, and it's a great amenity for your whole community to enjoy now. We also worked on the Windsong and Heritage Parks, and we held a grand opening on June 30th. And then another function of the Redevelopment Agency is to operate community services programs for the County of Riverside. New this year was our Mobile Activities Recreation Services Program, or MARS program. It started this summer with the Summer Explorer Youth Drop-In Program with summer activities for school-aged kids.
Do you know? The board has set the election for the incorporation of Wildomar for February, the primary election. So I believe in addition to incorporation, a couple of other less significant things on the ballot as well. That's good. I think that's good for you. It'll be an election. There will be a high turnout, so the community truly will be determining its outcome. Again, you will be determining your first city council. Supervisor Busker mentioned, apparently 14 people have pulled papers so far for the opportunity to serve on the city's first city council. I know this is a very active community. You've certainly come all the way up to Riverside, so I would expect at least 10 times as many of you to participate in the local meetings that you have here. As I said, the new city would be effective July 1st, but you're not just left out there to fend for your own. The state law provides that the county is still responsible for continuing services for the remainder of that first fiscal year. Since you would be incorporating on July 1st, you would actually be getting a year of services provided by the county. There is no charge initially to help with the cash flow. The county continued to provide those services and is reimbursed over a 5-year period by the new city. Again, to help with the cash flow of a new city. The decision is now in your hands. The hard part for me is over, and the hard part for you is beginning.
Thank you so much. See, all of the speakers were really good. You know, and all of the things that we talked about, which are very, very pertinent to Wildomar's future. And myself, you know, being the sheriff for the Wildomar map, and as long as I'm still there, and my understanding, we will continue to meet as the Wildomar map representing the county, since we are the ones to advise the supervisor on things that will affect Wildomar. So please, do continue to plan on attending the meetings the second Monday of the month.